What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Duran, and we're here to talk more Celtics basketball. Kemba Walker has just been traded for Al Horford, Moses Brown, and some random second round pick. But all I know is Kemba Walker's gone, the number 16 overall pick is gone, and here we are. This is the big elephant in the room. This is the trade, the big domino that had to fall for Brad Stevens in his first tenure as the Celtics president of operations. And let me give you my thoughts on the deal. I'm okay with it. I'm fine. I actually like this deal. Do I think they could have done more? Do I think there was a package out there that I felt like they could have put together for a better player? Yes and no. Yes, I do believe that they probably could have done better, but at the same time, I just don't know. I can say that I feel like that they could have done better. I just don't know what deals were out there. And from all the reports that we're hearing, Kemba Walker's stock was at an all-time low. And when you have a player like that dealing with injuries on the wrong side of 30, I can understand why the stock is that low. In my personal, you just feel like they could have done better, but I'm okay with this deal. I'm fine. We create salary cap. We get a player that's a better fit, and let's just go ahead and talk about it. The Moses Brown kid, I don't really have much thoughts about him. I don't know if he's going to be a contributor. I get it, guys. The 20-20 game that he had against us, that was fine. But once teams got scouting reports and once teams started to get film on this kid, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. They just kind of moved him out the way. He's not really good defensively. I just think that was a salary filler, and you know, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't really care. But getting rid of Kemba Walker and the number 16 overall pick, that's significant. They had to get rid of Kemba Walker's deal, and this also opens up in that big free agency in 2023. They're gonna have a max spot open up. They're gonna be able to add a third star later down in the road. For right now, they create cap room. They can re-sign Fournier. I think Marcus Smart is going to start at the point guard position. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts that for some reason they think Robert Williams is still going to. Al Horford is going to start. Let me just put that out. Al Horford is going to come to the team. He's going to start. But just off the pure fact that I don't think Rob Williams can handle the minutes. I don't think Rob Williams can handle the minutes at all. I think Brad was right. I think he was right. But we all at the same time had to see it. But Brad was right. Rob Williams needs to come off the bench. He cannot handle the minutes. He's made of glass. He's injury prone. It is what it is. And I was going to make a separate video about Rob Williams, whether I want him traded or not. Honestly, I was leaning more to having him traded because he's just that, like, availability is the best ability to me. I don't care how your upside looks. I don't care what you're doing. You have to be available. That at the end of the day, you have to be on the floor. And when Rob Williams got those minutes, yes, he looked it really good, but he couldn't stay on the floor. I think this helps him transition more to more minutes and develop, get healthy, and then we'll look at that again and see if he can start. Right now, I definitely think Al Horford can start. Al Horford is a stretch big. The Celtics don't have that. And when Daniel Tice left, let's be real, the offense got worse. They miss having that ability. That's why Brad tried to put Cornette out there as much as he could, but even though Cornette was horrible on defense and was a little bit hand-eye and coordination messed up, like they at least try to put him out there because he know he has that ability. That phase of the game is important to Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They use that. So having a player like Al Horford, having his defense, smarts, I think he'll bring much more to the starting offense than Kemba Walker did at this point. I like Kemba Walker. He's a glue guy. He's going to be a really good player for us for these next 2 years. I'm okay with that. And when you go back and look at Al Horford's season with OKC, he looked pretty good. He was fine. I didn't think he looked bad. I think he just rested and got healthy. He sat the half season because he knew he was getting traded at the end of the year. He knew he was going to be gone. He said, let me get healthy so I can be able to at least attract someone to come get me. Let me be valuable. And that's fine. Al Horford's going to come here. He's going to shoot the lights out at the three. He's going to be wide open on some of these. He's going to play good defense. He's going to be a really good passer. He's still an excellent passer, by the way. That phase of his game has not shaded. It has not fallen down. That phase of his game is not cliffed at all. He's still a really good passer. I really like bringing Al Horford back onto the fold. And on that deal, I like him on that deal. I really like that Al Horford deal. And you know, let me go ahead and say this about Kemba Walker. He came in here in a situation where we were transitioning, and he made the best of it. He was a good teammate. I have no ill will towards Kemba Walker. I wish him all the best, and I hope he finds his way to a contender. Hopefully, like a team like the LA Lakers in what, 2 years or so, after he does his 1 year bid in prison OKC, like everybody seems to do with these veterans. You know, they go to OKC, play 1 year, build your value up, and then a contender come and get you. And maybe that can happen at the All-Star break. We don't know. You know, so looking at Kemba Walker going to OKC, that's not somewhere that I don't think he'll be there very long. I think he'll be moving on to a contender very soon. Hell, they'd probably be on the 76ers the way Ben Simmons is playing. But overall, I'm happy about this deal. I think there's more to come. You know, when I initially saw this deal and they were talking about freeing up cap space and things like that, I was like, is there a better player than Evan Fournier out there? Yeah, I get it. Listen, I like Evan Fournier. I think he should definitely come back. I will definitely re-sign Evan Fournier. But if you can get a player like DeMar DeRozan, I'm starting to think about that. You know, we've got all these bigs now. We've got Tristan Thompson. We've got this Moses Brown kid. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. I think it's Moses Brown. I don't really care that much. Luke Cornett is still on this roster. Al Horford now. Rob Williams. You even got Grant Williams who plays some 5 position. So, there's a logjam at the 5 position. There is, and someone's gonna go. So I think it's gonna be Tristan Thompson. I think they can offload his deal. I think that'll get them around 16 million in cap space. Can you do something with that? And then also remember, they got a lot of trade exceptions. They got an $11.5 million trade exception that they can use from the Gordon Hayward deal still left over. So they can still add pieces, bits and parts to this team. They can still add depth to this team. But what I'm thinking about right now is, can they get a better player than Fournier? Can they amass as much cap space as they can and get a better player than Fournier, then use the trade exception and get some players like that they can add to the bench? I'm just all over the place right now, but this is a good move. This is a great start to Brad's tenure as the president. You know, he's making deals. I didn't even know you can make deals while the playoffs are still happening. That is how rare that these deals are, but they just had to get out that Kemba Walker deal. It makes it easier to approach the free agency. And those are my thoughts so far. As always, guys, I have nothing left for the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.